The World Cup is happening right now. Billions of people are watching. Flags are flying. Stadiums are packed. But here's what almost nobody is talking about. One organization is collecting nearly $9 billion from this tournament. The host cities, they're facing a $250 million loss. And the whole arrangement is protected by contracts most of the public have never been allowed to read. This is the business model behind the most watched sporting event on Earth. Let's start with something that sounds impossible. FIFA, the organization running the World Cup, is legally a non-profit, registered the same way a chess club is. Under Swiss law, Article 60, the same legal category available to a neighborhood residence group. But that non-profit is sitting on $4.76 billion in cash and reserves. Its president earns $6 million a year. And when Swiss lawmakers tried to force FIFA to pay standard corporate tax rates, the motion was rejected. A non-profit with $5 billion in the bank. That's the foundation everything else is built on. Now here's where the structure gets really interesting. For the most part of the World Cup's history, host countries ran the tournament themselves. They absorbed the costs, but they also shared in the profits. That arrangement is gone. For the first time ever, FIFA is operating the 2026 World Cup itself. It controls all the revenue, tickets, television rights, sponsorships, merchandise. Every single dollar flows back to FIFA. The host cities control the costs, security, transport, stadium upgrades, emergency services, all on the city's tab. Think of it like a franchise. FIFA is the franchisor. The franchisees are the host cities, except the franchisee pays to run the entire operation and sends all the profits back to headquarters. And before anyone says, but the economic boost is worth it, research from the University of Toronto found that 12 of the last 14 World Cups produced net economic losses for their host regions. When ProPublica asked FIFA directly for event revenue details, FIFA never responded. It just said it expects cities to benefit. The benefits are asserted. The costs are written into the contract. Speaking of contracts, most of them are secret. Cities signed host agreements that include a clause requiring them to do all things necessary to preserve their confidentiality. When journalists pushed Houston and Dallas to release theirs, it took a court order, and even then, the key financial figures were blacked out. Public money, legally secret deals. It gets more specific. FIFA told host cities they could raise local sponsorships to cover their costs. Then it locked every commercial category for its own partners. Cities couldn't even sign a convenience store chain because food sales conflicted with McDonald's. They were handed a financial gap and blocked from every tool to fill it. Then there's the tickets. FIFA introduced dynamic pricing for 2026, where prices rise and fall with demand. The cheapest official seat at the final started above $2,000. On the resale market, listings reached $2 million a ticket. Here's the part that gets buried. FIFA runs its own official resale exchange. Every ticket flipped on that platform, FIFA takes a 30% cut. They're profiting from scalping their own event. The attorneys general of New York and New Jersey subpoenaed FIFA over the structure. And the Aramco deal. In 2024, FIFA signed Saudi Arabia's state oil company as its biggest ever sponsor. The deal is worth around $100 million per year. FIFA even created a brand new sponsorship category, Major Worldwide Partner, specifically to accommodate it. Here's the number that will stay with you. In 2015, the FBI estimated the total value of bribes FIFA executives had taken was $100 million. The exact same figure, now signed as an official partnership with a company 98.5% owned by a foreign government. And the 211 member associations receiving FIFA's development money, up to $8 million each, also cast equal votes in FIFA elections. Fiji votes the same as Brazil. The man controlling the money is the same man on the ballot. The World Cup isn't just a football tournament, it's the most sophisticated financial machine in the history of sport. Dressed in flags, backed by public money, protected by secrecy clauses, and completely legal. That's the business of the beautiful game. If this changed how you see football, subscribe. There's a lot more where this came from.